Hello, it's Milo from Star Wars Galaxy, and here's something you don't see a lot of, an Episode 9 theory. Also, if you're the kind of person who needs it, spoiler warning. The title should have been obvious, but if not, here's your chance to click away. And while you're clicking, click subscribe. Okay, no, I tried. Now for the video. The Last Jedi tied up a lot of loose ends, including Rey's parentage, Snoke's importance to the story, how many times a character can say, "need a lift," before it gets old. It's twice, by the way. Well, my honest opinion is that while there are many flaws in the movie, it has twice as much going for it, including a great score, set pieces, and acting, which for me, it ranks up with Rogue One, Empire, and A New Hope as my favorite Star Wars movies. However, Episode 8 gave theorists almost nothing to work with, but I have seen some subtle hints as to what may occur in Disney's next installment in the sequel trilogy. In Star Wars movies, there are four kinds of villains. Ambitious, cunning leaders such as Tarkin, Krennic, and Hux is one type. These characters are politicians as well as officers in their respective armies, and they have visions of power for themselves. They want to climb the ranks of order and take their place at the top. However, their ambitions always have a limit. The admirals and officers of the Galactic Empire would challenge Darth Vader and each other, but never question the might of Palpatine. Similarly, Hux and Kylo Ren compete with each other for Supreme Leader Snoke's favor, but Hux would never kill the leader of the First Order, unlike Kylo. I would also throw Count Dooku into this category, as his actions were mostly political in nature, and he was blindly loyal to the true evil of Palpatine. The second type I have already mentioned. It is the pure evil overlord characters, of which we really only have two, Palpatine and Snoke. These characters do not want to have just the most power and control in the galaxy, they already do. They want to have all the power and control in the galaxy. They love order, which is strange because they are dark side users as well. And the dark side is the side of chaos and recklessness. Perhaps they see the dark side as more of a powerful tool than the light in gaining control. And besides, the light side stresses harmony between people, while these people only want power for themselves. It is the third type that is the embodiment of what it means to be a Sith. This category includes Maul, Kylo Ren, Ventress, and of course Darth Vader. They are ambitious, but not in the sense of Type 1 villains. They don't want to rule the galaxy as much as they want to settle their own personal grudges, such as Kylo Ren ordering all his fighters to attack the Millennium Falcon on Crait. This aggression and recklessness makes them difficult for Type 2 villains to use, as these apprentices will turn on their masters often. They seek power, but will not be content with anything that a Type 1 villain would settle for. Instead, they let their emotions control them and are not content with order. The final type is just scum. Greedo, Zam Wesell, Dr. Evazan, and DJ from the new movie all fit in this category, with little explanation needed. Now what's the theory? Now that I've got all this context out of the way, I believe that in Episode 9, Hux will succeed or fail in killing Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Wait, why do I think this? Rewatch The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi with this concept in mind, and you'll see the signs that a showdown between these two is coming. For one thing, being Type 1 and Type 3 villains, they have completely different images of what they want the First Order to be. Hux smiles in The Last Jedi when he leaves the throne room to watch Kylo Ren get punished by Snoke. Kylo sees Snoke as Hux does, a rabbit cur, which, after I watched The Last Jedi, I looked up what that was. It's basically a dog that is bred to chase after and kill rabbits, where Snoke would be the hunter, Hux is the dog that does all the killing and the chasing. Perhaps the most telling sign is after Holdo does her lightspeed collision, when Hux sees Snoke's dead body and Kylo's unconscious body in the throne room, Hux pulls out a blaster as if to execute Kylo, but upon seeing him quickly puts it back. Later on Crait, you can see Hux's frustration with his new Supreme Leader's unconventional methods that ultimately result in a failure for the First Order. If Hux was thinking, "Oh, I'll watch how he commands in this battle, and then I'll decide if I'll kill him or follow him," now he's definitely leaning on the kill side. One thing that I love about The Last Jedi is how Kylo Ren is always trying to be like Darth Vader, but it isn't until after he gives up and smashes his mask and kills his dark side teacher that he becomes a second Vader. And if we know one thing, it's that Vader did not get along well with officers who choked on their aspirations. That was a bad impression, I'm sorry. Okay, so Hux might attempt a coup against Kylo, but he'd surely fail, right? Wrong. For one thing, Kylo is blind to the dissent building within Hux and Just as Kylo killed Snoke this way, it might backfire and get Kylo killed this way. Also, Hux is the support of most of the military. First Order soldiers were trained to be loyal to Snoke and each other, not Kylo Ren. Also, besides, if they have to make a choice, I think they'd pick a seasoned general rather than an emo teenager. Who knows? Maybe Hux will not succeed, but it will provide a large enough distraction for the Resistance to swoop in and finish it once and for all. Thanks for watching. If you stayed until the end, leave a comment on your own Episode 9 theories. Or click subscribe to hear ours.